was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Hess. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Hess. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. To throw is Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then put it up there, let him grab it, and he did. And
it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to throw again. Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now, it's Kelly. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big...
Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Looking to throw. Hess escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jason Huntley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 41, Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now it's the backup, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. It's Kelly. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and goal, Kelly. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. A give. This is Kelly. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Kelly. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Hess. Man open, here is Jones. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
It's taken to the 26. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Hess. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Joshua Kelly. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we continue to Orlando to check in with John Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson steps away to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Hess escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. Right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, it's Kelly, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On the carry is Kelly.
What the hell
A
happened?
loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
From the 29, Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Jackson, option right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Slide, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole.
Under pressure, they got him again. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he'll buy some time right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hess.
No way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That catch good for only a couple. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Play action. It's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but just...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And they'll try again down here with Kelly. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Hess flushed out right.
No.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And it's fielded at the 34.
Good game, man. Good game.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.